Welcome back to this Monday edition of The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got them on every week, every Monday, just to get you informed what's happening out there in the real estate front. Brian Spitz is one of the brightest minds out there in real estate investing. I finally got a chance to check out his digs, his office. Great office full of great people, a lot of young people with great attitude. I love that, the spirit of your office. I felt like the elderly guy, the elderly sage hanging out with them, but they were awesome.
Yeah, they have, I hire people that have a lot of energy. More than anything else, they have a lot of passion for what we do. So, they're real team-oriented, and we do a lot of team-building exercises. So helps us serve people better if we're a unit rather than a bunch of independent salespeople.
That's right. And frankly, most businesses that are real estate oriented tend to have that feeling about it, and there's no culture there, and there's a lot of differences between the various individuals, and the view of the office itself is almost utilitarian rather than a team, if you know what I mean. I need an office, and so that's why I'm here. But other than that, I could be in a garage somewhere.
Right, absolutely. Well, we really use our space. The biggest room in our office, other than where some of the cubicles is our conference room. So we have a huge conference room so we can sit as a team and work together on a regular basis. So,
and I got the sense that happens a lot there, and so I like that. And this is a great segue for our topic today, which is focusing on trying to find a great realtor for you. But before we do that, I do want to remind people there's an excellent article at priceofbusiness.com by Brian about this idea of seamless real estate investing. I just read it a couple of days ago. It's a phenomenal article, and that's exactly what you do, correct?
Yes, we do seamless real estate investing. We work with sellers who want to sell their house quickly, who may not want to use a realtor, may not want to put it on the market, people who may not want to do any repairs, and we buy their house cash and close quickly. And for real estate investors, and we have a different section of our sales team that works with them, real estate investors buy property from us and use them as investments in their asset portfolio. So they'll buy a property at a discount and fix it up and rent it or flip it. And so we are one of the best sources in Houston for discounted real estate.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about choosing a realtor in the current economy.
Right. So if you're not looking to sell your house to an investment company, and we actually did a video about why not to sell a house to an investor, and bigstatehomebuyers.com is a great place to go find information and see that video. But if you're not looking to sell your house to an investor, then it's really important to find a good real estate agent. I talk to people all the time who think that they want to sell their house on their own, save themselves the 3 to 6% commission. And what I tell people is if you've got a house that's ready to be marketed and you have the time and the ability to carry it and get top market value, then hiring a good realtor is worth every single dollar that they charge, because they will work, the right realtor will work to push your property out there, market it to their brokerage and others, do everything they can, price the house well, tell you what to do. A real good realtor is going to tell you sometimes what you don't want to hear about things you need to do to your house to make it ready to sell quickly. And, I think that's one of the things is choosing a realtor that's going to be honest and tell you, you need to repaint this, or you need to take this out of here, or you need to take this down, or you need to fix this problem. Not a realtor that says, it's fine, let's just put it up and see what we get. Someone who's honest, that's the person who's going to help you sell your house.
No question about it. No question about it. Talking to Brian Spitz, and you need that kind of candor and honesty. And I honestly don't understand, because among your personal expenses, a home is going to be among the biggest expenses you've made, and to think you would want to do that without a advisor to help navigate through that, to me that seems nutty.
Yeah, it is. And if you think about, we have a story on our website too at bigstatehomebuyers.com where, someone called us and the house was in disrepair, and they ended up being convinced by an agent to list it, and the house set for 4.5 months on the market and ended up selling for about $2,000 more than we offered them cash 4 months prior. But they paid holding costs, taxes, insurance, and maintained the lawn and all that stuff for 4 months. And so those are the kind of people
including mortgage payments
and
for
mortgage
4
payments.
months. Yeah.
So those are the people that are better off selling to us. But a good realtor, the realtor should have told them to go sell it to an investor.
Yeah.
But another way to look for a good agent is look at the listings that they have. Look at the quality of the comments that they put in and the pictures that they use, and just see how polished that person is. So for a seller's perspective, those are some really quick tips on how to find a good agent.
Very, very good. Want to encourage people to check out over there at bigstatehomebuyers.com, bigstatehomebuyers.com. Encourage you to get more about it and learn more about it. So I listen a lot to, investment real estate type programs and that type of thing. And there seems to be a little bit of angst out there, because of some of the changes. Mortgage rates have gone up a little bit. Give us kind of your assessment of what's happening out there.
Well, my assessment is that there's an enormous amount of demand for real estate investment property right now. So mortgage rates are still relatively low, and I could touch on too what it takes to find a good agent who can help you find investment property. But people who have their ear to the ground, who are on the pulse of the community, will tell you that it's a great time to buy. But it's also important, in my experience right now, not to be overly zealous, because there's like a frenzy to get this investment property. And so, coming to a firm like Big State Home Buyers, and there are others in town that sell discounted real estate, flat price and no hassle, that's a really good way. But I see people paying all kinds of money, much more than they did a year ago.
And the assumption is because it's hot, it's a great value.
Right, exactly. And the market's going up, especially in Houston, and there's all this buzz about jobs and ExxonMobil moving here, and all this buzz about what our economy's doing and the growth, which a lot of it is true, but it's pushing the market up fast.
Yeah. You got Rick Perry spending over $500,000 in commercials in New York trying to attract people to move to Texas.
Right, and it's working. People keep moving. So a lot of their projections for population growth are staggering over the next 10 years.
What I find most interesting, and the reason why I brought it up, to me, what's going on is that, first of all, every book I've read on investment real estate, you make money no matter what's going on in the actual economy. You just got to be more sophisticated as you do it. Second of all, and this is crucial, is that there's the buzz I'm hearing out there is that you can't find decent properties for less than 6 digits. And I just looked at your page, and almost every item out there at Big State Home Buyers on the investor page, almost every single item on there was less than $100,000. And I think every item, and some of them 50, 60 grand. And so what you've got to do is, now more than ever, is you got to deal with professionals who will help find those for you.
Right, and we focus on that price point because that's the sweet spot, so to speak, because no matter what the market is doing, you can buy one of those houses, put some money into it, and rent it out, and you're going to make cash. You're going to get a good amount of cash flow. So if you got to buy a house for $300,000 and rent it out, then you have a lot more invested in one property. But if you buy houses for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 and put $10,000 to $30,000 in it, and then you rent it out, the rental market is just as hot as the sale market. So it's a great investment strategy.
Brian Spitz, he's with BigStateHomeBuyers.com. You can tell, obviously, why I like to spend time with him. He keeps me smart. And I want to encourage you to get more information about him at BigStateHomeBuyers.com. You're listening to The Price of Business. Why don't you check out priceofbusiness.com while they're like it on Facebook. Follow it on Twitter.